Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about how A-levels are different to GCSE and year 11 and secondary schools. If it's your first time on my channel, welcome. I'm Zoe, I'm a year 12 student and I take chemistry, biology and psychology, and I'm also a Taylor Tutor brand ambassador. They're a really amazing resource where you can get videos and worksheets and help sheets and cheat sheets, literally everything you could need for maths, chemistry, biology and physics. So all the sciences and maths. So if you do any of those subjects and are struggling or want some extra help, that's the place to go. There'll be a link in my bio because I can get you a cheeky 10% off. So take the opportunity. Anyway, back to the video. I'm going to talk about my experience, how year 12 has been different to my experience of year 11. So I guess the first thing would be that you get a lot more independence. Year 11, you still sort of get treated like a child, and I know we technically are still kids until you're 18, but it gets to the point where it's just like a bit patronising, and I think a generic feeling of all year 11s is that they just felt like they wanted more freedom, and I think in year 12 that's something that you do get to have, and I'm sure year 13 is like the same as well. You get that freedom in year 13, obviously they're not going to take it away, but yeah, you get a lot more freedom. So obviously if you didn't know, and you go to a mainstream sixth form centre or college, the likelihood is you'll get a lot of free periods, which basically just mean they're meant for study and meant for like revising and doing other like extracurricular activities that help your studies, but you can technically do whatever you want in them. I mean, I would advise to use them for work, but I can't lie and say that I did that the whole way through term one, because I really didn't. I just played cards in the common room, and more than that, literally just sat there and did nothing, maybe even watched Netflix, which is kind of sad, but yeah. Anyway, so you get a lot more independence, you get those free periods, you get to leave at lunchtime. Obviously you can leave at any time during the day as long as you're not obviously in a lesson, which is something that at my old school you didn't get. So I know some secondary schools you can actually leave at lunchtime and go get your food wherever, but we actually had to stay in school. Even during year 11 we didn't really have a proper study leave until right at the end, so school was just all day every day. And it's really nice to be able to just like do what you want now. I think in addition to independence, I guess like the social side is better too, because especially year 12, I'm not sure about year 13 because I haven't done it yet, but year 12, everyone's just like excited to be there. I think everybody's still at the moment, I think, like enjoying sixth form and just taking it as an opportunity, because it is. And I think there's such a great opportunity for like socialization and, you know, making lifelong friends, because I think everybody goes through a maturing over summer, and you just sort of change from like an immature school kid to like young adults. So I guess that's what happens over summer. Everybody seems to grow up a bit. So yeah, everyone's more mature, and like the social side is so much better because you can just like talk to people and have genuine conversations with them. I know at my sixth form, something that's different is that you get societies and things like that. So I, on my birthday, which was last week, I'm 17 now, yay! Anyway, that's irrelevant and I'm sure not many of you care, but on my birthday I went to politics society in my school. That's a really awkward bit of hair. And you know what, I'd like to think I'm quite politically aware. I know that I'll be voting when I turn 18, but I'm not the most like clued up on politics. Like I don't know everything. And they were having like this debate about first past the post voting. So if any of you know what that is, well done to you. I didn't know too well before the society, but that's the thing about it, is you get to broaden your knowledge and like have like intelligent conversations with people, which is something that never happened, like not never, but rarely happened in secondary school. So yeah, like I said, social side, maturity, it's great. Those are a couple of positive things. So on the downside, I shouldn't say the downside because let's be honest, if you're going to sixth form, you know what you're getting into. Like, it's going to be hard, and it is hard. The workload is the next thing. It's high, much higher than GCSE. And year 11, you had a lot to do at the end, but the whole way through secondary school, you would never have that much homework. It's sort of a shock to the system when you get to sixth form. And sorry, someone's just messaged me. It's a shock when you get to sixth form and you've suddenly got like something to do every night. There's never a night when you don't have something to do. And if you don't do it that night, then you're going to be behind, if you get what I mean. It's not like you can leave it to the next day, because the next day you've got something to do too. So the workload is high. And I think my sixth form expect for every hour of lesson, they expect you to match it with an hour of like revision. I think homework counts. I hope it does. Otherwise I haven't been really doing that. But they expect you to match it with an hour of work outside of school in your own time, which is, it sounds like quite a lot. And to be honest, it is. And then in addition to that, they expect you to be doing things like further reading. So extending your passion for the subjects that you do. That's further reading for you. I actually haven't done very much yet, but I intend to like read some books about like medicine and stuff like that, because I think if I read books about medicine, it will help me to work hard in all the subjects that will lead me to that career. So rather than reading about chemistry or biology, which I will probably still do, but hey. So workload is high. I don't know if I've spoken about opportunities, but opportunities in sixth form are good, very good. So, I mean, I know for one, my sixth form, they have a lot of things going on. So every week they have a newsletter, and I actually do read it because I'm kind of a keener, but also I know that they put a lot of stuff about medicine events on there, and I don't want to like not see that and be the only one who wants to do med in my year who's not going, because major FOMO, but it's all right. So yeah, they put loads of like medicine events and stuff on there for us to look at, and I've actually attended one so far, but I think I'm signed up to at least 3 more through the school. Also things like drama, like I love drama. I don't know, you probably don't know this, whoever's watching, but I actually used to do so much acting when I was in like younger years, and I sort of pushed that to the side to focus on GCSEs and careers that I actually knew that I was going to go down. And it's given me the opportunity through sixth form to actually be part of a production that's quite a serious production. My school tend to take their like performing arts stuff really seriously, and it's given me the opportunity to actually be part of that. We're doing Hairspray the musical, which is going to be great fun. If you're in the area, come and watch. But yeah, so that's given me that opportunity, which is so great to like be able to do something that's enriching to like my education, but also not science, because that's literally all that I do. So yeah, opportunities are so good. But I mean, other than that, how it's different to year 11 is probably just that the teachers expect you to take responsibility for your own learning. I know in year 11, if some of you are in year 11 right now, you'll know that your teachers are constantly nagging you. Make sure you've done this, make sure you're revising, make sure you're revising, make sure, revise topic 1. And if you don't know what to do, they'll know that you don't know what to do, and they'll be the one to tell you. Whereas in sixth form, if you don't know what to do, the teachers don't know that. They assume, so they teach the content and then they assume everybody knows what's going on. If you don't know what's going on, it's up to you to go and find out, asking them, or like do the homework in your own time to understand. So that's something that I have had to get used to, is like, actually, if you don't ask questions in the lesson, you're not covering that again. That's gone. So you need to understand it right there and then. And I had to get over my pride a bit about like asking questions and looking stupid in class, because I didn't want to be like the dumb one. But at the end of the day, no one knows everything, and you have to ask questions to know the answer at some point in your life. So that's something that is massive, is responsibility for learning, for learning. I don't know why I'm stuttering. It's so late. I must be tired or something. But yeah, responsibility for learning. Your teachers expect you to take it, because at the end of the day, A levels are like the last step before uni, and then it's your life, it's you, and you don't have a teacher. So they kind of expect you to want to do well off your own accord. And yeah, so that's something quite big that I'm still kind of getting used to, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, I think that's really everything that I can think of that's different to school. But overall, I've actually loved moving up to sixth form. I think it's been such a needed change, and I'm sure for most people it's the same. If you're in year 11, my advice would just be push through to the end. You will get there and you'll be completely fine, and you've got such a long summer, and then you get to look forward to college or sixth form or apprenticeship or whatever you're doing and having that same independence, and yeah, you'll be fine. If you're in year 12, I hope you've been able to relate to some of these things. I'm going to do like an expectations versus reality of sixth form, which is a bit like this, but kind of different. Probably a bit more like relatable / humorous because, yeah. So if you're year 12 or year 13, look out for that. You might find it funny. Maybe not if I'm not really that funny. But let's hope you do. So that's the end of my video. I'm sorry for rambling. That's me. That's who I am. If you do like rambly videos, come back for more. If you don't, still please come back for more. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's the end of my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.